Hello. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Arati. We have a special show today where we want to congratulate and celebrate our 2023 I Am Black Pitch Competition winners. And so we're super excited to showcase them, let them talk about their business and talk about just their experience with going through the pitching process, right? Because that takes a lot of courage to do it. And we always have people in our community, in our audience, always asking about what opportunities are available, how to do it, how to overcome challenges like fear, like lack of confidence, how to get in front of these opportunities when you have other competitors. So these are things that we want to talk about and share with you all so you can go and take advantage of opportunities for yourself. So welcome on in. We're so glad to have you here. As you join, let us know who you are, where you're hailing from. If you're new here, welcome. Please do share this out. If you're not already following us or subscribe, do both. Okay. Because we're a community here. We support small business, and it's all about helping us to succeed and leverage entrepreneurship to build wealth and leave a legacy for our families. Okay. So with that said, we're going to get started. I have two of our four winners here. I'm sure you've seen across our social media. We put out posts promoting them, sharing the fact that they won. We're super excited. Anybody that had an idea that had a Black business or is a Black person and pitching their business concept had an opportunity to pitch, right? So there's a lot of these types of pitches. This happened to be the one we did for Black History Month, which is every February. This is our third year doing this, and these are our winners. So all four are not here. They may join. We all have very busy schedules, so I didn't want to hold us up with this, but I just want to put out the order of the winners. So we have five because I could not decide on the last two. Like they were tied. So first place is Brittany McCullough of Rebel. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing it. Rebel Assemblage. Is that right?
Close.
And then I'll let you say it. Okay, Nishaea Richardson, she's the budget guru. Ty Robinson of Optical Extravaganza. Surayya Walters of iDEIntity, and Krystal Talley of Tcg Property Care. So that just shows you that we had a diverse application pool and diverse winners. So it wasn't one particular industry, one particular type of person that became a winner. They have all different types of businesses that we are very interested in learning more about. So I'm going to fix the banners here, but I want you both to introduce yourselves as the winner. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what gave you the courage to apply for this pitch.
I'll start. Greetings, everyone. My name is Brittany McCullough, aka Sean Gay Ja Aralila. I am the creator of Rebel Assemblage LLC, where creativity, spirituality, and connectivity meet. A little bit about myself. I literally am all about those three things. Creativity, I'm a creative, I'm an artist, actress. I create self-care products. I'm very, very fond of being tapped into my spirituality. And I love connecting in this way with women from all walks of life. So that's just a little bit about me. What encouraged me or inspired me to complete this pitch was the fact that, I don't know, I just had this moment of moving through the fear of it. Because I was scared, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it right. I don't know if this going to make sense. But I was like, I have to move through this fear and go ahead and go for what it is that I feel as though I deserve and speak to the people who will support my business, Rebel Assemblage LLC. So basically, I just went on and shoot my shot and it worked out. And I'm super grateful for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. So does that mean that this was your first time entering a pitch competition?
Yes, this is my first time doing anything like this. I saw it on your page and I was like, you know what? I should go out for it. I did have some doubts because I'm fairly new. I'm a baby. I'm a baby entrepreneur. I have a lot to learn. but something just told me, just do it, just see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? You can get a no.
Right.
But I didn't get a no, I got a yes. So yeah.
Yeah. You got a yes being new, right? Being a new entrepreneur. And I
Super.
like that. Yes, and I'm glad that you're here to represent new business owners and startups, because this is, I think, the biggest population that questions if they are eligible or for these types of opportunities or qualify, or if they should even shoot their shot because they are so new in business. And what I try to let them know is, yes, there are several opportunities. Even if you just have an idea, you're in the concept phase of your business, because the bottom line is people, companies, organizations, government entities are looking for innovative and creative ideas to solve problems. And if you can solve a problem, then there's money out there for you to be able to get in. And people want to support you. People want to support your business. They believe in entrepreneurship. They believe in small businesses, because small business are the foundation of the United States. I mean, even if you think globally, it is the small businesses that really are the foundation of the economic structures, throughout our communities. So I just want to encourage all new business owners. So if you're a new business owner and you're tuning in, let me know. Or if you're one that aspires to start a business, let us know in the comments. Okay. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So tell us about your business and what gave you the courage to apply.
Yeah, so I'm Nishaea and I'm a financial coach, and I work with high achieving professionals who want to master their money and build a richer lifestyle. And I do that. One of the ways I do that is through my Money Having Academy, which that is the safe space for people to come learn and talk about money. Um, and I also do one-to-one coaching, and I work with the Affordable Housing Partnership as their financial coach. I say all this stuff, but I am also fairly new in business. This is probably my second year. And this is the first time that I have officially pitched my business to someone. The cool thing was that I learned this skill probably about 3 months before I actually went into the contest, because my coach actually had us put slides together for a pitch, not knowing that this was going to be something that I was going to do. And when I saw the opportunity, I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually have everything I need to do it. Now I just have to get the courage and do it. So I think being able to already show up as your full self online and when you're talking to people, it made the pitch process not as bad. Like, it was just more of, am I following all the rules? Am I checking all the boxes and doing everything that I'm supposed to do so that I don't miss out on this because I didn't do one thing correctly. So yeah, I think having that skill set ahead of time made it a little easier, but also, for me, I get nervous anyway, just thinking like, did I do everything that I had to do correctly? But yeah, I'm super excited that I was actually chosen, because it was like, yay, this is the first time I've actually done it officially, and I got a yes. So yeah, very cool. Thank you.
Yes, that's awesome. And can you all tell us a little bit about what the process was like, um, going going through the pitch, like behind the scenes when you made the decision to apply. Now you're like, okay, now I'm going to shoot my shot. Then what next? What happened next? And how easy or difficult did you think the process was?
Who? Yes, this pitch competition definitely inspired me to go back and to reflect upon my why. Like, why did I create Rebel Assemblage LLC? Like, what is the origin story? Um, who am I serving? What's the problem that I am aiding? It made me go back and really, I had to take out a sheet of paper and a pen and actually write all of these things down so that I could get clear about my why, my purpose. And it was nerve wracking. I'm not gonna lie, because I've changed so much since I first came up with the concept of creating a wellness haven for women between the ages of 25 to 45 from all walks of life to come and be well, to create, to connect, to release the day-to-day stuff and just really center themselves, breathe, read, write, whatever it is that they need to tap in. So it definitely provided me with that space to get clear and to also revamp my why and my steps moving forward. So that was the process for me. It was not easy. I'm not gonna lie, because I really had to look at myself. I had to look at how it is that I've been showing up as well, and I had to do some research. I had to do some research as well. So it was a process, but it was definitely worth it.
I like that because entrepreneurship is a process. I mean, it's just a reflection of what it is and what I always say about entrepreneurship. And it will really cause you to dig deep. And sometimes people aren't ready to approach, a grant or a pitch competition because they're not confident in what it is, who they are, or what their business is and what it offers. Or maybe they have evolved. So I'm glad that you said that because it is perfectly okay to evolve. The expectation is that be, we will continually evolve throughout life and throughout our business. And what our business looks like today, it may not look like that a year from now or 2 years from now. But going through the process really causes you to dig deep, but it's so worth it because more than pitching, for money or for an opportunity, I believe, get a more intimate knowledge and understanding about who you are as a person and what your business is and why it's here and who is here to help, right? And so that does take a lot of work. So I'm glad that you said that because that's the same process I go through when I'm applying. It requires me to dig deep. They asking me these deep questions. It's like going to a psychologist. If you ever been to a counselor or a psychologist, this grade, you're supposed to be there, but they asking you these questions that nobody ever asked you before. And you're like a fish out of water. Like, what are these questions they've never asked? And so now I got to think about it. Now I got to dig deep and really ask myself, why am I here? Why am I doing this? What do I want? Like, who am I impacting? So it can be a lot, but I would say that is worth it because it's just going to help you show up as a better entrepreneur, better business owner, and be a better service to the people that you are called to serve. Right. So once you get a handle on this, once you go through the process, then it's easier going forward. The next one and the next one and the next one is much easier. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I love that because once you're clear, then your messaging, the way you show up, everything else gets clearer too because now you know who you're talking to and what their problems are. I will say that having all of my documents all in one space, knowing where to find them, having quick access to them actually made the process a lot easier because now I wasn't scrambling trying to find my tax records and my bank, you know what I mean? All that stuff that's needed to actually do the behind the scenes stuff after you actually pitch. So I would say that just being organized with the important documents and doing the important documents, because sometimes, we can get lax and think like, oh, I don't need to file taxes or I don't need to do this or I don't need to do that. And then when you get to a space like this, then you realize like, oh, that's why that's important. So yeah, that was big for me.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, the documentation is so important to be organized in your business and know where your documents are and being able to provide those. And you're so right. That's one of the challenges that I found like during the pandemic when I was helping so many people get access to relief and grants, and still now that people don't understand the importance of filing taxes. And they're like, oh, well, I haven't filed taxes for a number of years. And now they're realizing, oh, wow, that's keeping me from all of these opportunities and how important it is to have them. I mean, that's one of the most important documents that demonstrates that you are a legitimate business and that you are serious about your business. It's not just that, oh, I got my EIN number. Oh, yay. Okay. And I'm an LLC. Okay. But we don't even know what those things mean. And we think that's where it begins and it ends, and it does not. That's not where it ends. And so if you're not able to provide documentation that substantiates your business and shows the grantor that you are serious about your business, that you're organized, that you are making money, that you're in a business for a purpose, that you're actually serving people and helping people, then the likelihood of you being selected is very low. is very low. And I've seen people have, submit really good grants, but when it came down to or applications or pitches, but when it came down to the actual documentation, the verification, they didn't have it. So then they were out of the running because they just didn't have the documentation. But again, it's great to have it for these types of opportunities, but there's so much more opportunities, but just for yourself to know where you are in your business. I don't know how we would manage our business effectively to the point where we're making money, the money that we want to make, and we're making an impact if we are not organized in our business, if we don't even have a good understanding of our business model, and have any understanding of our business finances or the operations or the processes, then that means that we're not being a good steward, or a good manager over our business. So doing that is helping you in your business just to be a better business owner. And then the plus is then that you can apply for pitch competitions and grants and other type of funding and contracts and accelerator programs, and actually get approved to help you take your business to the next level because you had your documents in place. And know that the bigger the opportunity, the more they're going to require from you. And it's not money, but they're requiring you to show up as the business owner, as the CEO or boss that you are. We throw around these terms, but there's a high level of expectation that comes with, if you say you are CEO of your business, or you say I'm the boss of my business, then the expectation is that you're just that. And that whatever they're requesting of you, whatever we request of you, that you're able to provide it. Right? Very timely. So we see you all out there. Thank you all so much. We have one of our viewers saying she's a business owner. She's looking to start up a new one in the near future, looking forward to learn about how to pitch. Yeah, so you could go directly to our website at shebosstalk.com. Click on the programs tab. That's where we have all of our programs listed. We have 2 pitches and a grand competition that are there. We have previous year's winners. We also spotlight pitch videos, because I know that's something that has been requested over the years, is that people need a point of reference to help them. Because if you haven't done a pitch before, you're like, what is this? Right? Still right now, people are like, I've never heard of a pitch. What is that? How do you do it? And so being able to have that example to say, oh, okay, that's what it's like, right? And that's what's expected of us in the pitch. But really being authentic is a really, I think, good way to think about it when you're approaching a pitch competition, and being able to articulate your business and having a passion behind it. So can you talk to us about the process behind your actual pitch? Because everyone had to submit a video. Not everyone had to provide a pitch deck. So can you let us know, did you submit a video and a deck, or just a video? If both of you are new, you probably submitted the deck too.
I actually did not submit a deck. I submitted a video for my pitch. I have a background in some marketing, so I'm used to creating videos. And again, that creative aspect that goes into Rebel Assemblage LLC, I was kind of looking forward to, playing around with some of the effects while also speaking to what it is that I offered the community. So again, that process looked a lot like me writing down everything first, coming up with a script, making sure that I include those key points like how, why, when, like what's the goal, who am I serving, like making sure those things were included. But I didn't create a pitch deck. I just went the video route.
Did you how many takes did it take you before you submitted?
I think it took me like 2. Because again, I wrote it down. I wrote everything down. I don't know if it's like the actress in me. I was like, I got to get this script together again, and also show up authentically, like you said. That's a huge part of it. Like making sure your passion is included. Like you want the person who's watching it to feel like, I feel her energy. I like what she's doing. Let me support. Yeah. So making sure that I implemented that in the video as well. It only took two takes. I think the first take I was really in my head. And I was like, you know what? Let me just relax. I got this. Did the second take, and I was like, this is the one. We're going to submit it, and we're going to pray on it. And send it out.
And then send it out. Because you could go over and over and over and over and over and over. But at some point, it's like, okay, this is going to be it. I'm submitted, pray over it, and it's going to be done. I like that. Yeah, because it lets people know, like, we all go through that. You may have to take a couple takes or several to get it right. Like, especially if you're new to it. And there's only a little bit of time that you have to make an impact. So it's like, how you take everything like your life work and sum it up in like 60 seconds or 2 minutes, right? And I find that to be helpful as well. Do what works for you. But if writing it down or outlining, bullet pointing, it can be very helpful, especially if you're a person that rambles on a lot or you like to talk a lot. I don't ramble on, but I know I talk a lot. I'm very passionate. And by the time I look up, it's 5 minutes. It's like, no, let me pinpoint exactly what I want to say and how I want to say it. But believe me, it's going to be energy and passion behind what I'm saying. And that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for a lot of different editing that you have to have some major studio production. You can do it from your phone or Zoom or whatever. What they're looking at is, does the real you, the authentic you come across? And are you articulating that you're knowledgeable about your business and that you really here for a purpose, and that your business, because we're looking at, do we think that this person will be in business in the next 5 years? And how they were helping? Will this money that we're giving, is it going to reach more people, or is it going to end with you? That's what we're looking for when we're looking at your pitches and what it is that you have to say about what it is that you're doing, and that you're speaking it confidently, right? Because we want you all to go make an impact in the world and reach more people. That's the whole point. Otherwise, we don't want to give money to people that we believe is not really sure about their business, or if they're even going to take off with their business, right? We want to give it to people that's like, oh yeah, I have my concept. All I need is, whatever I need, money, capital to get me going. I just need my computer. I need what I need this, but I'm ready to go. I got my plan mapped out. I know exactly where I'm taking this thing, and I'm not giving up. That's what we want to see, is that no matter, there's nothing that can come, no challenge that can come that's going to cause you to give up or to stop what it is that you are pursuing. So that's really good information, because if you have to practice, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You may have to give it a couple of tries till you are satisfied with the final, product. And I still do that today, when I'm doing pitches, and I get nervous when I'm doing pitches and do multiple takes. So know that you're not alone in that. So I'm glad that you shared. And what about you?
Yeah, so for me, it was a couple of times. But like I mentioned, I had my slides already set up from, what I had put together with my coach, but I had to take a lot of stuff out because I had to put it in 2 minutes. And then I had to figure out, well, what was important? Like, what are the things that I really need to talk about? And it did take me a couple of tries, and I was going back to like redo it, and I was like, nope, girl, that's it. Like, whatever is here, that's what it's gonna be. Like, don't overthink it and start trying to perfect it, and then you can't be you. And so yeah, I'm just co-signing everything that you both just said, because we can get so critical and start overthinking stuff, and it's already perfect, and we don't have to do anything else to it.
I'm muted. So I always say it's really good to have a pitch deck, right? Because what you can do is, and we're actually working on one right now, or a company, you may not even call it a pitch deck. It may be a company overview deck, right? Or your business plan or your marketing deck. And then what happens is that depending on who needs the information, you can take things out, and you can add things back in for whoever needs it, depending on who you're presenting to. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is that you have it, you master it, you learn it, right? And so then you can then start adding to it, and depending again on who you're presenting it to, because like we're working on one right now that we're getting ready to present to a partner, and then we will be a potential partner and other partners, or other collaborators. So it's like we think about who are we going to be pitching this to, and what do we want from them. What is the role that they're going to play, and what is the information that they need? What is the most important information that they need that is going to get us the results that we want? That's going to articulate again what it is that we're doing. So like whether you're pitching or you're for in a pitch like this, or you're pitching actually to a bank, right? When you go to a bank, you're pitching, right? You're taking in your business plan or your strategic plan and saying, okay, this is what my business is. This is what we expect to happen over the next 5 years. This is where we're going to be financially. This is the leadership of the company. This is the executive summary. This is our mission. This is our vision for the company. All of these are basic components of a pitch plan, right? Or pitch deck. And so I would encourage all of you all to start doing that. You can use your Google. I love Google. Pull up a PowerPoint presentation or use Canva. We use Canva every day, and just start plugging in that. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just start plugging in the information. And you're working, it's a process. You're working through the process of understanding your business, because just because you start out in business or you want a business doesn't mean that you fully understand where you're taking the business. And so if you don't go through this process, now you have an opportunity before you and you're not clear, then again, you're going to be stumbling, trying to figure out, okay, why am I even in this? Why am I doing this business? Can I do this business? And so you don't want to be backtracking while you're trying to pitch. You want to have it together where you are confident. Oh yeah, I got this together. And the thing is these are living documents. You can always, and you should be regularly reviewing them and updating them and changing them as you change and as you evolve, right? As you bring on new clients and you win new grants and you get new funding. All of that you're adding to your business plan and your pitch deck is to say, okay, when I started out, I didn't have anything. Now I have a grant under my belt. Now I've pitched, right? And so, I don't know if people think about things like this, but that you can now say as a business owner that you're award winning, right? That you're nationally recognized. Do you all think that way? Like, did you think that way? I remember one of our other pitch competition winners, that's what she said to me. She was like, now I can say I'm award winning because I am, right? I'm nationally recognized. I was on a nationally or global, show. These are things that you can add in to say what it is that you're doing in your business, and you're really making an impact by winning. So it's not just the money, it's that everything else that comes with it, all the additional exposure that you get, the championing, the people that want to connect with you and follow you because you were part of a great opportunity and connected with a great organization, a well-recognized company. So these are things that are of value that if you understand it, you can leverage for yourself and then add it to your portfolio and add it to your company overview and to your pitches and ultimately your funding plans and your marketing plans that you have for your business. So this is some really good information. We see you all out there. Hi, Amy. Hi, Talisha. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Michelle. We see you out here. SK Chandler, thank you so much for tuning in. They say congratulations. Yes, let's help congratulate and celebrate these young ladies. Again, I mentioned that we have 5 total winners. 2 were able to join us today, but we put out the information, a promotion about all of our winners. And so we encourage you all to pitch your business. So what advice would you give our audience if they have not taken advantage of the opportunity to put their business out there and pitch? What advice would you give them?
The thing that comes to my head first is believe in yourself. I know it sounds super cliche, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are worthy, that you are capable of achieving whatever it is that you put your mind to. Like, it literally all starts with you. So I would say start there.
Yes.
Start there, knowing that you are worthy of anything that you desire. And even if there's fear, that you can grow through the fear, and get organized, get clear about why it is that you are doing what it is that you're doing. It brings it back to you. So believe in yourself, trust in your process, and do the work. It's work. I'm a baby on this entrepreneur journey, and I still have more work to do, but it's resources out here, you know? So I'm going to take advantage of them, and I would encourage you all to do that as well. So that's what I have. That's what comes to my mind.
Yes, take advantage of the resources. There's resources everywhere. Everywhere. And I'm so happy to see all my peers, they getting it. They're going after these certification programs, accelerators, incubators. They're programs that they did not exist before COVID. I'm telling you. And especially for women in business and minority businesses, programs that did not exist before. They're like, they saw the inequities. They're like, these are businesses, they're creative, they're innovative. How can we help them? So they put millions and billions of dollars behind programs for multiple years. This is part of their strategic plan to help us become better entrepreneurs, better business owners, better nonprofits. So what? We can go serve more people. There's so much help needed in the world. They're counting on us. But they're going to help us to be able to do it. Like, I mean, this did not happen. So now they're going to pay you. They're going to pay you, give you money, fund you so that you can go take your creativity and your innovation and go help solve a problem. Right? But know that they're a resource. You're tuned into one. SheBoss Talk is the go-to resource for small business. We connect business owners and entrepreneurs every single day to whatever resources they need, tools they need, organizations or associations they need that maybe they didn't know about, funding they need, coaching and consulting services and marketing, whatever they need, we're able to connect them to it because we have a very large and reputable network because we want you all to succeed. So, but it's on you to connect with the source, right? To become part of the community and ask for what it is that you need. And then when you get it, like she said, you want to make sure that you are putting in the work, right? Because sometimes we think, oh, it's going to be easy. No, I don't know who told y'all entrepreneurship and becoming a business owner is easy, but it's probably some of the hardest work that you will ever do in your life. The hardest work that you will ever do in your life. I mean, there's a lot of sacrifices to entrepreneurship. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs that come with entrepreneurship, but it's very rewarding. It's very much worth it as well. So, but I want you all to know realistically what it is like, right? Because we have this fantasy idea, this glamorized idea of what it is. And nobody is, except us, tells you the truth about entrepreneurship, right? And even going through this program, I'm telling you, is not always easy. And you will hear no's. And people get discouraged. You're like, okay, well, I put in all this work, I'm applying, and I got to know. I keep getting these no's, right? And it can be discouraging and frustrating. I've been there. But then when you think about it, you got all these no's and you didn't give up. And then you get a yes. That happened the other day to one of my peers. And she was like, I've been doing it and I kept getting the no's, but I kept applying. And she said she took a break. She said she took a break. She put it on pause. Because sometimes you just need to take a break, put it on pause, reevaluate, recalibrate, think about what it is you want to do. But then she got back in it. And guess what happened? She got a yes. So that's why I say from the very beginning, way back in 2020, I said there is a grant with your name on it. Everybody, there's one for you. I don't care how many no's you get. I don't care how many no's. I've applied for grant programs multiple times and was told no, right? I will continue to apply until I get a yes, right? If it's something that I really want, I'm not going to give up because of a no, right? That's just not my style. And I know that putting in the work and continue to do it I'm going to get something out of it. And even that no, even if I get a no, there's still something that I got out of applying for whatever that opportunity was. There's something I gained. There's something that I learned that I took away to apply to the next of what it is that I'm going for. So I hope that encourages you. So let me ask you before we get ready to close out is I always want to know, what was it like to receive the email that you were the winner? I have to hear it.
I actually thought the winners were already chosen a month ahead of time. So when I saw the email, I was like, what is this? Like, huh? Me? Like, what? So I was very surprised because I thought I saw another email come in like a month earlier with the winners on there. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like, wow, like I really thought this was over. And I actually got second place. Like I was really excited. Like I couldn't even like hold it in. Like I told, people who I knew weren't gonna like expose it online or whatever. But I really couldn't contain myself because it really like, not that we need validation, but sometimes we do need that, reassurance that, all right, I'm on the right path. I'm doing what I need to do. And I'm also communicating the awesomeness of what it is I'm doing, and they can see that and they want to support me. So it was really awesome to get that email.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, so I was on the phone once, I think it was a Sunday. I feel like it was a Sunday, talking to one of my sisters. I do a lot of one-on-one consultations, spiritual-based consultations, just to uplift my people. And I was talking. She put me on hold for a second. And something said, check your email. So I looked at my email and I saw the competition email and it said that I had won. And I was like, oh my goodness, this everything is in alignment. I felt like the conversation we had was in alignment with, just going for what it is that you desire, putting yourself out there. So to see that email, I was like, look at God. Yes. I'm so grateful. But yeah, it was absolutely an amazing experience for me because again, this is my first time winning a pitch competition. It's my first time pitching anything. Well, probably not anything, but I'm sure I pitched something. I didn't probably realize that I was doing it, but it's my first time being intentional, setting a goal, actually doing the work and receiving that yes.
Yes, that's the most exciting part of the process. I think for me is when I get to send out those emails. But believe it or not, even with the programs that we put out, many people, even when they get to that part of the process, they lose, right? They forfeit their winnings, and we tell them that. And I continue to tell my audience and every platform that I speak on where they ask me about, getting access to funding and grants and the like, is that one of the biggest issues is that people just don't respond to or read emails, and they think it's some major like issue. And it's like, that is a major issue, but it's simple enough to check your emails. And so, I be waiting. It's like a pressure situation too, because when we send it out, we know that if they don't respond by a certain period of time, then they would have forfeit. And then you never want to get those emails that say, oh, well, I missed the deadline. Now I can't participate or anything like that. So please be mindful to check your emails, not just your inbox, but your spam folder. You never know. You don't have any control over whether an email comes to your spam or into your inbox. Except for, adding people to your like safe sender list. But even with that, there's a potential for a email that requires your attention that will go to spam. And my thing is, this is another thing, is that anything you're applying for, just like if you're applying for a new job or you're applying to go to school, to go to college, or for a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degree, you're going to be looking out for correspondence from them, are you not? But people, they apply for these programs that are giving them money and then they check out. They don't follow through. They don't monitor for anything. And it's like, now you missed your chance to get an opportunity that was just waiting for you. It was given to you. So, please be mindful. And when you are applying and you have any updates and with your phone number, your email, your address, it's up to you to notify the grantors. First of all, unless it's an emergency, I do not recommend changing any of those things. Don't change your phone number. Don't change your email. Don't change your address, period. Now, sometimes if your house caught on fire, that's a different story, right? But it's still up to you to notify the grantor of any changes that have occurred. It is not their responsibility to keep track of where you are or to go, try to track down how to get your phone number. That we're relying on the information that you gave us. And so people don't understand all the work that goes on behind the scenes. You all think maybe there's some huge team. Even when there is, it's still a lot of work. It's still a lot of work, a lot of follow up, and things happen behind the scenes. Things break down. People submitted information that's not correct, or we have to then validate and go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And at a point, we have to cut it off. And it's like, okay, because the winners need to be announced, right? So just be mindful of that. Be patient, but make sure that you're doing everything that you can to make the process go smooth and to guarantee that if you are selected as a winner, that you remain a winner, right? And you get everything that you are entitled to. Okay, so I thank you all so much. There's so much that we could talk about here. You are getting a lot of congratulations, Felicia. Oh, shout out to Felicia. She's mentioning that she just participated in Goldman Sachs, right? Which is a program that I've been wanting to do. I just haven't had the time to do it, which is Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. That's one. But they have another program, which is Goldman Sachs 1 million Black women. Okay, so those are two programs I'm interested in. She just graduated from one, and so we give you a shout out and congratulations. So know that if you're tuning in and it hasn't happened for you, it's happening, and it can. So just like it's happening for them, it's happening for me. It can happen for you. There's just too many programs. Pick one. Pick one. We share them all the time on our Facebook page. We share them on YouTube. We have a grant list. We have them on our website. Or just ask. Send us an inbox or send us an email asking us for resources, and we will send them to you so that you can follow up with them and get them for yourself. So, ladies, what will you be doing with the funds that you receive from us?
Well, I actually have some business debt that I can definitely cover for that, because I launched my membership and I had to pay someone to do some tech stuff and whatever, so it came right on time. Because the bootstrapping after a while is like, all right, now I need some additional support here, so that'll be perfect, because then I can cover some business credit that I had to use to launch my membership.
I love that. I love that. Like, these are we don't have any restrictions over the funds, and people ask us that all the time. But every grantor is different. Some are more flexible and some are more restrictive. But most of the ones that I've seen today over the last 3 years have been very non-restrictive, as long as you use it in your business. That's the point, right? So if you think the best need in your business is to pay off business debt, to pay off business debt. If you think is the best thing to do is put it towards marketing, put it towards marketing. If you think the best way to utilize is to hire you a new intern or new team member, then do that. We know that you all are intelligent people and that you will apply it where you need to in your business. And what is your plan?
That piece around marketing for sure. I'm also going to use the funds from this grant to educate myself. There are some accelerator programs and different workshops and classes that I feel as though I need to be a part of in order to ensure that I am able to sustain and maintain my business. And again, baby on this entrepreneurship journey. So I definitely have a lot of learning to do, some mentors that I need to connect with. So that money, the grant money, will primarily be going towards that. And of course, my self-care supplies. I create homemade, handcrafted self-care items, hair oils, botanical bath salts, body oils, all of the things you could think of that keep you well. It'll be going towards that as well.
Awesome. Tell everybody where you are right now.
Okay, so I'm currently in Guatemala. I've been traveling for the past 7 months. Just to get myself together, ensure that I'm well, so that I can show up and do all the things that I need to do as far as my business when I head back to the States. So I'm about to.
Yeah, I was like, It's so peaceful. The birds are chirping. And then she was like, I'm in Guatemala and we're both traveling. So we connected based on that. And what I will say is something additional. So whether you win or not, know that we're looking at your applications carefully and seeing what it is that you're doing. And I noticed, Nisha, when I was watching your pitch, there were a few things that stood out to me, is that you are focused on helping people financially. Is big, because that's what we do. That is so important, especially for us women. Like, we are on the path to financial freedom. That is our whole theme for 2023. And so everything that we put out, we teach, shows that we do, is all about how can you leverage entrepreneurship to build wealth and create a legacy for yourself, how to be a better steward and manager over your money, how to grow your money, how to save your money. Because these are things that people just weren't taught, things they have to unlearn and relearn what is actually going to work. So when I'm hearing you, I'm like, automatically, we need to be collaborating. Right. So it's not just the money. And then you mentioned the fact that you work in the affordable housing space. So that told me you have knowledge about affordable housing and the crisis around affordable housing. And that's what we are working on. We're actually working on initiatives right now as we speak, to create affordable housing communities in the US and abroad. And so when I hear that, I'm like, okay, this is another person that we can potentially collaborate with that have some expertise in the area of affordable housing, because affordable housing, again, it's a global crisis. So there's a need. So what does that mean? It's a problem. Then there's money to do what? Solve it. There's money to solve it. So if you have a plan and you have a team that can help solve this problem, there's money. There's a lot of money out there for it. So I don't even feel, I don't want to say don't feel like you have to go it alone, but I would say be intentional about collaborating with people. And I've heard it all about, everybody has had negative experiences with collaborations and partnerships. Learn the lessons and move on. Don't let that deter you from collaborating and partnering with other people. Just do your due diligence, put contracts that you need to put in place, make sure that you clearly identify roles and responsibility and document them, right? But collaboration and partnership is where it is at. If you want to get further, if you want to do a lot more, make a lot more money, make a lot more impact, then you need to go with people. You need people on your team to do it. And I know we need a team. So we're always looking for it. So expect me to reach out to you to start these discussions, because it's already underway. It's gonna be huge. But I know I can't do it on my own. We're gonna need people, leaders in all types of areas to make it happen, because it's just that big. I mean, when you're talking about on a global scale, you need a team of knowledgeable people to be able to execute. And then to be able to go after the grant money that is out there to help us to be able to do it. So that's another benefit of applying to these programs. Know that they're looking at you. You never know who out of something you've applied for, somebody may reach out to you because you resonated with them, or they may have another program or project down the line that they're like, okay, let me circle back with those people. We're not the only ones that do that, right? So if you didn't get the one thing, don't worry about it. What you worry about is getting yourself, your business, your brand in front of as many people as you can. And the way that you do that is applying for these different programs like that. Like this, you want as many people in leadership and decision-making positions to know who you are. Make them know who you are, right? That's why they ask for your social media and their website. Know that they're looking at it. And you never know what other opportunity may come up. And because you missed the one, now you feel defeated. You're not applying for anything else, and you never know what's down the pipeline, or maybe what this prepared you for, because there's another opportunity waiting on the other side for you to apply for. This one was just the one to prepare you for the one that you're about to get. But because you feel like, oh, I'm going to give up, then you will miss the opportunity. So I would just say operate in obedience. Don't operate in fear. If you're led to do something, just do it. I don't care what it looks like, do it, because there's something amazing on the other side of that obedience. Especially when you do it, when you're fearful, when you're nervous, do it anyway, because you're only being called to be your greater self and to serve a greater need, a greater purpose. And don't let your disobedience cause you to miss out on a blessing because you cause someone else to miss out on their blessing. Okay. So this is the year of financial freedom 2023. Look out for our upcoming pitch around September. She pitched perfect pitch. And in the winter, you will see our applications will open for our She Boss Up grant. That's our biggest program of the year. Look out for that. And if you want to partner with us, reach out to us. Email us at hello@shebosstalk.com. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for being courageous enough to pitch your businesses. You all have amazing businesses. We wish you much, 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 much success. And I'm hopeful that we can collaborate at some point. So look forward to me reaching out to both of you. Thank you all so much. Be the boss with amplified impact. Have a great day.